Developing news means hundreds could be out of work. The Air Force is slashing more than 740 positions in Hampton Roads.
This is part of a nationwide cost-cutting strategy, but most of the cuts will happen at Langley Air Force Base. 10 on your side's Jason Marks has been taking a closer look at this story all evening long. So, Jason, what does this mean for our area?
Well, Nicole, this is not a story about numbers. This is a story about people, a story about how these cuts will impact an entire community.
We're just waiting. I don't know whether to start packing our stuff. I don't know whether just to stay put. I don't know what to do.
More than 7 months ago, Christmas Eve to be exact, this Hampton mother and her husband heard terrible news. Cuts were coming to the Air Force, and her husband could lose his job.
Put a burden on our Christmas spirit, and I have 8 children, and it's like, now what do we do?
Her fear was only enhanced by today's Air Force announcement. 3,500 civilian and active duty jobs will be cut worldwide, almost 750 of them at Langley Air Force Base in Hampton.
He wanted to make the Air Force his career.
Trina says they had to save money not knowing the future. The cable bill is gone, so are trips out to eat. If her husband is one of the 742, his 25 years of service will end in December.
Extremely scary. You have a family to provide for. Come December 1st, we're homeless, jobless, and it affects all military families. Nobody knows who's going to get cut.
Anything that impacts Langley definitely impacts us.
Anna's is the closest restaurant to Langley, has been for more than 40 years.
Oh, I think over 700 jobs is a significant number of loss.
The cuts are coming because the Secretary of Defense wants the Air Force to reduce its budget by 20%. And here, employees know the reduction will be felt everywhere.
It hurts us a lot. When you lose those family members at the base, we're losing a lot of our clientele.
It's very frightening.
Trina's husband is on deployment in Iraq. No way to job hunt now. They hope there will be no job hunt, but they just don't know.
It's devastating. We're not ready to retire. We're not ready to get out. We love it.
So right now, all families can do is sit and wait. They'll know about those cuts in about 2 weeks, I'm told. Now, obviously, if families are not on that cut list, it'll be bittersweet because just because they're safe, well, that means their friends and their coworkers are probably getting cut. That's the latest here in Hampton. Jason Marks, 10 on your side.
The job losses at Langley are coming at a bad time for the Hampton Roads job market. There are fewer jobs in the area now than 1 year ago. The Bureau of Labor Statistics reports over the last year, only 2 of the 38 largest metropolitan areas in the country saw job losses, Hampton Roads and Detroit. The number of jobs in both areas was down slightly between May of 2013 and May of this year. 2 Virginia lawmakers released statements on today's announcement. Senator Mark Warner said in part, while it appears many of these reductions can be accomplished through attrition and eliminating unfilled positions, I have requested a briefing from the Air Force where I can ask tough questions about this proposed plan. A similar statement from Senator Tim Kaine, who said, our service members and defense civilians are a critical aspect of our military, and I will advocate for new opportunities for them to continue their service.